Glad you could make it. Today I'll be talking about how Google uses your data to customize search results and how creepy that is. It can be both comforting and a little disturbing to know that Google has enough data about you to individually cater both your ad and search result experience. As most of us are aware, pretty much nothing is completely free. If you use Google's search engine, the price you pay is your personal information or statistics on how you use their search engine. Sometimes your data is collected whether you know you're providing it or not. For the most part, Google is pretty upfront with how they use your data, but it's not necessarily common knowledge. So let's talk about that for a minute. Google can track your online movements in several different ways. Their search engine is the most obvious. Something you may not know is they can also track your movements by using tags on any website that utilizes Google Analytics, Google Ads, Google Tag Manager, or any other service where Google provides a tracking code. And let me tell you, that's a crap ton of websites. I would bet Google also tracks their browser, operating system, phones, and any other product where there's an opportunity to spy on your online habits. Because remember, when you use Google, your behavior is for sale. One of the best examples I can think of is when you click on a news story or recipe, and it's basically 5 pop-up ads, a sticky video that follows you around the page, some filler content about somebody's puppy and how that barely relates to the subject, and finally, buried somewhere near not quite the bottom of the page, there's some information that vaguely resembles what enticed you to click the link in the first place. If you've been to that type of site, you may notice something else as well. You know that exotic, pasture-raised, grass-fed and finished mustache wax you've been drooling over for weeks? It's now following you via Google Ads. Another thing that may creep you out, if you have a Google account tied to your phone, they can track where you are and where you've been. Based on that behavior, they can gather a lot of insight on how to sell products to you personally. Google has assured their users that they do not share personal information with other companies, and I can verify that in my experience, that's true. In my nearly 10 years of web development and digital marketing, I've never seen a Google customer info directory. But let's go full foil hat for a minute. If you're like me and have an always active Google Home sitting in your living room, you might have experienced seeing ads for something you've talked about out loud but have never searched for. I'm not saying Google listens to our conversations, but I'm pretty sure Google listens to our conversations. Now, I really don't care if Google, their employees, or people in general can see or hear what I'm searching for. I'm either too lazy or just don't care enough about my privacy to sacrifice convenience, and I don't think I'm alone. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed the days of surfing the web when it actually felt like you were sailing in a sea of information, experiencing the wonder of almost knowing an answer was out there, but not quite being sure you could find it was an experience I'm not sure I'll ever have again. Today it seems that no matter what question you have, Google has at least a poorly thought out answer available for you. Let's be honest though, in most cases Google is pretty helpful in everyday life, and although we might be losing a certain aspect of our culture, we may be moving in a good direction as well. If you're concerned about privacy, Linus Tech Tips has an awesome video on how to protect yourself. I'll add a link in the video description below. That's all for now. If you liked or hated this video, use the thumb icon below to show us how you feel. In either case, please subscribe. I'm Brett with Infront Webworks, and this was Digital Marketing Mixology. Thanks for watching.